wabarakatuh.
Bismillahi walhamdulillahi wassalatu wassalamu ala rasulillah. Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wahlul 'uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli. Rabbana zidna ilma. So we are going to start our second session of this week. We have to recap with previous lessons. So we are discussing properties of ism, properties of noun. If I would ask Arshad Bhai to just revise us for all the properties of ism.
अस्सलाम वालेकुम।
वालेकुम अस्सलाम Arshad Bhai.
थोड़ा मैं तो वैसे ही हाजिर लगवाई थी, लेकिन चलें
कोई बात नहीं, सही कर दिया गाल है।
Yeah, actually, there are four properties of ism we have studied. First of them is number, gender, type, and status, like adad, jins, and qism, and i'rab.
Okay. So these are four properties: number, gender,
type, and status.
Type and status. Four properties. Yes. Number can be.
A number can be singular,
okay,
dual, or plural.
Okay.
And singular is wahid, muthanna or jama.
Okay.
So wahid is like muslimun kafirun.
Okay.
And muthanna is like muslimani kafirani, for muslim and kafir.
Dual. Okay.
Yes,
and
dual, sorry. Okay. Plural has three types.
Okay.
Solid plural, which is jama salim, broken plural jama mukassar, and ism jama. Solid plural has further three types: masculine plural, like muslimun, muslimuna, muslimina, and feminine plural, like muslimatun, muslimatun, muslimatin, and non-human plural, like jannatun, jannatun, jannatin. About broken plural, jama mukassar, there are two types. This is human broken plural, aqil, or ghair aqil, which is non-human.
Okay, sorry, Arshad Bhai. If we just define in one line, what is the difference between solid plural and broken plural?
Solid plural follows the pattern, standard pattern.
Yeah, okay.
And jama mukassar doesn't follow the pattern actually. Like pattern is like muslim, muslimun, muslimuna, muslimina.
Okay.
Yeah. And non-solid is, broken plural, doesn't follow the pattern.
Yeah.
It has two types, aqil and ghair aqil. And okay. Aqil is human broken plural, like kufarun, rusulun, rijalun.
Okay.
Ghair aqil is, non-human, which is like kutbun and qulubun.
Okay.
These are for the plural. And second for the number. Second property is gender or jins.
Okay.
There are two types in gender: masculine gender, which is mudhakkar, or feminine gender, which is muannas.
Okay.
In feminine gender, there are further two types: is real feminine.
Any example of muzakkar?
Muzakkar is muslimun,
okay.
kafirun.
Okay. Okay.
In feminine, there are two types: haqiqi and ghair haqiqi. Real feminine and fake feminine. Real feminine is due to biological reasons like ummun, ukhtun, bintun. And for fake feminine, there are 8 reasons for ism to be fake. First is it has ta marbuta at the end, like Usama, like maghfira, rahma. And second is broken plural, which doesn't follow the standard pattern, like kufarun, rusulun, rijalun. And third one, yes, this third one is ism tafdil with the ya at the end, like al-kubra, al-sughra, al-bushra.
Can you please tell me the muzakkar of al-kubra?
Kabir.
No, that is fa'il.
Yes.
Akbar.
Akbar, sir.
Uzma, muzakkar.
Azam.
Sughra, muzakkar.
Asghar.
And bushra, abshar.
Abshar.
Okay. Next.
Fourth type is colors and body defects that ends with a, are such like sufra or khudra, and the body defects like bukma or umya.
Okay.
And fifth one is the body parts in pairs, like yadan, hands, and ayn, like eyes. And the sixth one is names of the places, like Winnipeg or Makkah or Rome.
Okay.
And seventh one is linguistic reasons. The Arabs, they use it as a feminine, that's why they're feminine, like harb, nar, or jahannam, or ard. And eighth one is non-human feminine solid plurals. They're also known as
feminine.
As feminine, yeah.
Feminine gender. Yeah, very nice. Thank you very much. Jazakallah khair. So this is just a recap of properties of ism. We have discussed so far only two properties. One is adad, number, singular, dual, and plural, and the second is about the jins, uh, gender, that is muzakkar and muannas, muzakkar and muannas, masculine and feminine. And we discussed yesterday with example that there are 8 reasons in Arabic that we can treat them as feminine, and we did it with the example. Today we are going towards the third type. The first type is number, second is gender, third basically thing, property of noun is type, ism. Ism can be nakira and ism can be ma'arifa. In English, common noun and proper noun. So we have to, terminologies are very important. Sometimes the English translation help us to understand. So common noun nakira and proper noun ma'arifa. Common noun nakira. Any example of common noun, brother Javed Rasul? Common noun things.
Not
Anything
sure.
comes in your mind?
Like kuffar, rijal, these are common nouns.
Kafir, rajal, kitab, qalam, bait,
Yeah,
house, pen, book, all these are isme nakira.
right.
That is common noun. Common. Proper noun.
Proper noun, name of
there
a
are
person like Muhammad or
normal
Makkah
definition,
is
simple definition, name of place, person.
right.
That is proper noun. But there are in Arabic, again, same like gender, there are 7 reasons we can treat the things noun as proper noun. So noun can be common noun, can be proper noun. Like one is common noun, as brother Javed Rasul gave the example, kitab, book, house, by marifa. So there are 7 reasons for the proper noun. The first thing, as brother Javed Rasul mentioned, the names, proper name, name of a person, name of a place. This is also proper noun. So proper noun. So one thing I would ask here, that what are the feminine and what are the masculine from this list? I would go to brother Ash'ar.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam. Just any feminine in the list?
Makkah,
Makkah and
Madian.
Madian. As brother Arshad mentioned today, just he taught us in the morning that the place, name of places, they are also treated as feminine.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Jazak.
So we are talking about this qism. There are 2 qism, or 2 type, common noun and proper noun. For proper noun in Arabic, there are 7 reasons. First, we know that name of place or city, that will be proper noun, ma'arifa. Also, when you put al before any noun, qalam was common noun, but when you put al, it becomes proper noun. Muslim, common noun. Al Muslim, this is proper noun. Ayat, common noun, but when you put al before that, that is proper noun. So there are 2 reasons we up till now we know that. One is that any name, place, city, anything, name, that is proper noun. That nouns will be treated as, taken as proper noun. Second reason, if you put al before that, al before noun, so it will become proper noun. Also detached pronoun, because we point with someone, who, he, she, it, you all, I, we, huwa, hum, anta, antum, ana, nahnu. Detached pronoun. They are also called zamair. So huwa, hum, anta, antum, ana, nahnu, they are also proper noun. And these are called detached pronouns. Then we point the thing, this, that, these, those, like haza, zalika, tilka, haulai, ulaika. These are pointers. Ismul ishara. Brother Ijaz, would you please translate this? Haza.
Haza, assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam, Ijaz.
Haza means this, dhalika, that, tilka, that for female.
Yeah.
Haulai, those, These. هؤلاء these. أولئك those.
Those. So these are called what?
اسم الإشارة.
But here what we are talking about them, that they will be?
We're talking about proper nouns.
So all ismul ishara, when you pointers, these are point. Haza, zalika, tilka, haula, ulaika, they will be proper noun. Fifth reason for the proper noun is when you put ya before noun, like walad, son, bint, it is just a common noun, daughter. But when you put ya, so the ya is a harfe nida, and this after ya, whatever, this is munada. So ya waladun, ya bintun, ya ukhti. So these are, then it will become proper noun. There is one rule of ya. We will just discuss this in detail later on in part 2. But whenever the normal word is waladun, but when you put ya, so this will become light. Ya waladu. Actually, this is bintun. But when you put ya bintu, it becomes a ya, make it light. Just to remember it, we will discuss these things. Like sometime we use some terminology, we will discuss them in very detail, like ismul ishara, these harfe nidar. But we are only talking about type right now. Like ismi tafdeel we discussed yesterday, but we will discuss them in detail. Also, ismai masula, relative pronoun. We use them a lot. Alladhi, the one who. Alladhina, those who. Allati, the one who. For feminine. Allati, this is the plural of allati. So, alladhi, the one who. Buraq, can you please translate this?
Alladhi,
Meaning?
those who.
No.
I meant the one who. Alladhina, those who.
Yes.
Allati, the
Same
one.
alladhi, but it is feminine.
The one who.
The one who for feminine. Allati.
Allati, those who for feminine.
Those who. Buraq, please focus here. Okay. We just did. We discuss everything, and then I ask you, and you are not there. Please be focused, attentive, please.
Okay.
Alladhi, alladhina, allati, allati. So these are also ismai masula, relative pronoun. But these things here, we just need to understand that these things, these ismai masula, we used a lot in practice in ayah, they are proper noun. Then we have, before going to this terminology, mudaf, mudaf ilay, we will discuss it in detail. Very important terminology. But just to remember, Rasulullahi, messenger of Allah, Baytullahi, house of Allah, Ahlul Kitab, like family of book. When we put off between them, this is Rabbul Alameen, Rasulullahi, Baytullahi. This is mudaf, mudaf ilay. When you say house of Allah, like family of Fir'aun, family of book, house of Allah, his house, baytuhu, his house, baytuhum, their house, baytuka, your house. These things, such type of combination of fragment, they are called mudaf, mudaf ilay. We will come to them. Just example, if at this point we have to remember that mudaf, mudaf ilay example, best example is Rasulullahi, messenger of Allah, Baytullahi, house of Allah, baytuhu, his house, baytuhum, baytuka. These things will be also treated as mudaf. There are two parts of this actually. One is Rasul, second is Allah. The first part is called mudaf and second part is called mudaf ilay. If mudaf ilay is proper, then mudaf will also be proper. Similarly here, al Fir'aun. Here mudaf is al and Fir'aun mudaf ilay. This is proper because of name. So this al will be proper. So just if mudaf ilay, the second part is proper, the first part will also be treated as proper. So this is complete. Such type of combination, we will discuss them. Don't confuse yourself in this terminology, but just to remember that in such case, Rasulullahi, if I ask you about the Rasul, for example, Ali Fir'aun, Al mean family, that is just a nakara. But when come it combination, Ali Firaun, we know that Firaun is a name, that is a proper name. Because of this name, this Al is also a proper name. Bait is just a common noun, but combination is Baitullahi, house of Allah. We know that this second part, this is also called mudaf ilayhi. Allah is proper noun. And because of this mudaf ilayhi, the first part that is mudaf, it will also become a proper noun. So here, because of this combination, Baitullahi, so it will be Bait will be proper in this case because the second part is proper. So there are 7 reasons. Ibrahim, would you please just revise about the 7 reasons of proper noun?
So proper noun has 7 reasons. The first one is proper names like Muhammad, Ibrahim, Mecca, and Madian. And the second one is nouns that have the al, like al-qalam, al-kitab, al-muslim. And the third is pronouns or dama'ir, like huwa, hum, anta, antum, ana, nahnu. And the fourth one are pointer words that are pointing words like hada, tilka, haula'i, or haulaika. And the one ulaika. So, and the fifth one is the one who is called munada, like ya waladu, ya bintu. So like walad and bint are proper nouns.
Proper
Here.
noun because of what?
Because of ya.
Yeah, yeah.
And then there are the sixth one is relative pronouns. Asma mawsula, like alladhi, alladhina, allati, allati. And the last reason is because if mudaf ilayh is proper, then if mudaf ilayh is proper, mudaf is proper. So Rasulullahi, Ahlul Kitabi, and Baytullahi.
Okay. Can you please just tell the meaning of these just for once? So that we
Hada,
should remember.
this, dhalika, that, tilka, that for feminine, haula'i, these, ulaika, those.
And what about this?
Alladhi, the one who, alladhina, those who, allati, the one who, feminine, allati, those who for feminine.
Okay, thank you, Ibrahim. So just if we want to tell that which are isme nakira, isme marifa, just I will take 1-2 example and then we have to go for practice for complete. Like Arshad Bhai, I would go towards you, please.
Yes. It's right.
This is common noun or proper
It's a
noun?
proper noun because there is ya al-munadi.
If I remove ya,
It will be common now.
ukhtun, ukhtu is common.
Yes.
If I write is ya ukhtun, any mistake here?
Just like, it cannot be, because when you put ya, it cannot be just like ya waladun. It cannot be that way.
So it will be ukhtun will become ya ukhtu. It will
Ya
become
ukhtu.
light.
Yes.
It will
cannot
become
be
light.
heavy with the ya actually.
Okay. What about this common noun or proper noun?
An-nar is proper noun
Because of
because
al.
Yes.
Okay. What about this tilka?
Tilka is a proper noun because it's ism al-ishara.
This and tilka means that.
Yes.
Yeah. And Aisha.
Aisha is proper noun.
Laylatul Qadri. This is what?
This is a proper noun because mudaf ilayh is proper.
Mudaf ilayh is
Al-Qadr.
why mudaf ilayh is proper?
Because of
Al.
is
So
al.
Layla will also become
Proper.
Okay. What about ibadi?
It's a common noun.
Ibadi. Baituhu,
Okay, yes.
baituhum, baituka, baiti.
Yes, sorry. It's proper noun, sorry.
Proper noun.
Yes.
Baituhu, baituhum, baituka, baitukum, baiti. Ibaduhu, ibadi. Hum, ibaduka, ibadukum, ibadi. My
Yes.
slave.
slave,
Okay.
yes.
We have to go for practice session.